Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to post what I said before about, well, you know, if it's a little black kid or a little North African Arab kid, you know, there'll be riots. If it's a little white kid, you know, it's just life as usual. Because we're forbidden to post racial hatred things. But I don't know, maybe I'm going to try to post it anyway. I've tried to contact Google about my content, to ask them some questions in advance, and I guess they're really overloaded. They never get back to me. And I had somebody tell me the other day, hey, forget it, I've been posting for 4 years, and I've asked them questions and nobody ever gets back to me either. Because, well, really it's just a fact here. You know, we had those big riots in 2005, and that, those started for, well, you know, I remember them very well. It was an Indian summer, and it was Ramadan, and at the end of the day, it was still daylight. People can eat again, Muslims. They can drink water, they can eat, and they hang out after they've had their dinner outside. It's very, you know, already somebody bought an apartment up there, and it's for rent. God, I wonder what they're charging. Way overpriced here. See this sleazy neighborhood? I like it, but you know what they're charging here is just nuts. It's not worth it. There's my building. Yeah, and there was some problem. I think a couple of little kids thought that the police were chasing them, which wasn't the case, and I think they hid inside of sort of an electrical transformer box. You know, the kids are nervous. I don't really blame them. You know, they've seen a lot of mistreatment by the forces of order. I've seen it. And they're very mistrustful of the forces of order. And things just really quickly got out of hand. And a couple of idiots started smashing things, and it just spread like wildfire. But the media really had, excuse me, a big hand in it, because stuff went up on the internet right away, and it just, you know, people is copycat, a lot of copycat stuff. But the destruction was quite impressive. I was way out in Ville for an appointment, very far from here. It's out by the Disney park, and you know, all the bus shelters, the train station were just totally burned and destroyed. And we all pay for that. The taxpayers pay for that. And it was really sad because a lot of these people who had their trucks burned and stuff, these were small business people. And a lot of them were minorities. And they maybe had 1 or 2 employees. And, you know, even if they had insurance, it wasn't enough to compensate them quickly enough for not having their, I can't find my keys. God, I hate this. Oh man, maybe I don't look that handicapped, but I really am. Sometimes I really cannot manipulate my fingers. Shoot. Darn, where are my keys? Well, anyway, a lot of businesses failed because of property destruction. And I remember here, this Chinese restaurant, some people got all excited, and the restaurant hadn't closed yet for the evening, and people started smashing the windows, and they set the place on fire. It was quite alarming, and it was really sad. And this year there's supposed to be a lot of riots, a lot of civil unrest, because according to the Chinese calendar, this is a metal over wood tiger year. The last year like this, according to the Chinese astrological thing, was 1950, beginning of the Cold War. And a lot of people really feel that war and conflict are very likely this year. It wouldn't surprise me. It really wouldn't surprise me. And remember that, I know I was attacked several times in February. Here I am. There, you see. Remember, when you feel that it's time for you to take action and get aggressive, or even strategically for your business or whatever, sometimes it's a good idea to retreat and to not take action. Because a tiger is smart. A tiger knows. They don't just jump and attack all the time. So sometimes to retreat is to retreat in strength. All right, I made it home okay today. Today is Wednesday, April 21st, I think. Oh, I have to see another social worker tomorrow morning. When will it end? Well, I guess I know the answer to that. It will end when I am no longer alive. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Be well, people.